This is the Josh Podcast Show, the anti-podcast podcast on God and man. Ha 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 ha. The show that discusses everything under the sun and above it. The show that will become a necessary part of your weekly mental diet. And an endless stream of entertainment. The show that will keep you on edge of your seat. The show that everybody's talking about. The show that will change your life. The show that picks up where JoshRolf.com leaves off. The show title that uses the word podcast 4 times. The one and only Josh Podcast, introducing your host, Josh Rolf, USA, USA, USA. You keep doing it.
Thank you. But Josh Rolf is not here. He had to leave. So me and my twin brother Michael are going to be the hosts of the Josh podcast tonight.
He forgot to say show, so I'm going to say show for him. Show.
The anti-podcast of God and man.
Yeah, okay. God and man.
That's so powerful. The topic is
twins.
No, the topic is not twins. Well, the topic is
being twins. What's it like to be a twin?
What would it be like if we made our podcasts? When we make our podcasts, because our father did it, so now we are doing it. So,
So, the first thing I'd like to tell you about what I'd like to do if I had a podcast, which I probably will. Thank you for recording me, computer. Did you get it? Okay, computer. Thank you, computer. So, if I had a podcast, I think that it would be about comedy, skits, and choose your own adventure stories.
Choose your own adventure stories are the absolute best.
The best of the best. And I love how this thing says USA, USA, USA.
So today, I'd just like to say that if I make a podcast, I don't know if I will, maybe, probably.
You will.
Then I would discuss, I don't know, let's think about it. What do you think I should discuss?
War tactics.
How about I talk about...
How about you just interview people?
Yeah, I'll interview people, and then I'll ask them random questions. That sounds like a good idea to me.
Yep.
So, we got a little bit more time.
We got 6 more minutes.
6 more minutes about. And so, we are just happy to be... I'm so excited to be the hosts of the Josh Rolf.
Yeah, like the Josh Rolf podcast, the anti-podcast podcast on God and Man. It's like the coolest thing.
Now, I'd just like to thank you guys
for listening.
We've got 5 more minutes. But
stop stating the time. It's just going to stress them out. They totally want to hear us.
So anyway, we'd like to say... Our dad's not here, and we are so sorry. But he will be here next week.
Now we're gonna talk about iPhones.
iPhones are awesome. It's like the new technology.
Yeah, and Generation Alpha is totally using them for the next generation. And the generation after Generation Alpha, what do you think that'll be?
Generation Glass.
Generation Glass, okay. Thank you. You are knowledgeable about the generations. So, back to the iPhone.
So, back to the iPhone, but I don't think we should go back to the iPhone.
4 more minutes. We have to stick to the iPhone.
You're just stressing them out. How about the computer or the iPad?
The iPhone, we started talking about it. We're going to finish with it.
Well, the iPhone is just this little device you can carry in your pocket.
But it has tremendous power.
Use
it wisely.
It's got jokes, like, I'll tell you one, for example.
I'll be Siri.
No, you won't. What do you call a sleeping bull? Now you can pause this to think about it for a while, and then I'm gonna say the answer. So the answer is a bulldozer, and it's not like what a bulldozer, and it's not a sleeping bull. It's like a tractor-looking thing.
It is a sleeping bull. A bulldozer. That's the joke.
Okay.
It sounds like the thing, but doze means so it's a bull that is dozing. Okay?
Yes.
The brains.
He's the smartest in the family besides Dad and Mom.
Only in math. Sam's smarter in other things like history. Everyone thinks math is like the only thing that counts. I'm the 4th smartest person in my class just because I'm not the best at math, but I'm the best at reading. No one cares about reading. Hello, what about reading?
My favorite book. Let's say our favorite books. My favorite book is...
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
No.
Well, that's mine.
My favorite book is Lord of the Rings. Still reading it. It's very good.
It's not one book. There's lots of books. Okay.
And, so we're almost out of time, but we just really say thanks for listening, and...
If you do listen.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Yeah, we think this will be like the most total fad. Like, you will love it for like 25 seconds. And then you'll abandon us.
He's a liar.
You're a liar.
Anyway, I'd like to say that you guys, you might just listen to podcasts.
And give us a 5-star review, because then Dad he'll give us some prizes. 5-star review. Just please give us a 5-star review if you're listening. Please, we plead with you.
I'd like to say that I would like to I'd personally like to say right now that about this, some of you might just be listening to get some ideas for your own podcast. That's fine, because we want anyone who can
to make a podcast,
to listen.
Yeah.
And it looks like we gotta wrap up in 10 seconds.
Okay.
In 4 seconds.
We gotta do it now.
Okay.
Bam, bam,
Thank you for listening
bam,
to the
bam,
Josh
bam,
Podcast Show. The Anti-Podcast on God and Man. For more information, visit joshpodcast.com. Follow Josh on Twitter at Josh Rolf. That's Rolf, ROLP, as in podcast H. Now go and have the best day and night.